Not bad on that side. Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey, I just want to get a quick update out. We've got some stickers came in. Wanted to do an acknowledgement on those. We also did pick up some antique tools and one other new measuring tool. So we'll take a look at those as well. And then I got a little extra credit at the end if anybody's interested. I picked up quite a while back a digital tire filler gauge setup from our friends over at Harbor Freight. It actually was better than I expected, so it might be worth checking out. So anyways, let's have a look at our first sticker. This is going to be our first sticker from Italy. Okay, and I hope I don't butcher this. So this comes from Alberto Baggio, and he's with the AB shop. Okay, and he sent a nice little note here, and I'm just going to read one sentence from his note. He says, "I think the beauty of YouTube is just sharing our passion and finding new friends." And Alberto, I couldn't agree more. Okay, so let's take a look at the stickers. So here's his sticker. Okay, and he did send a few extras. Okay, I've already got a couple people in mind for the extras. So thank you, Alberto. And let's take a look at a quick clip from one of his videos. He's got a relatively new channel. He's got a small shop, very well equipped, and he's doing a great job of the videos. Just really excellent editing and so forth. Way better than I typically do. So, anyways, let's have a look.
Welcome back to AB Shop. My new project of today will be a rack for my ER32 collets. And for this I will use the best material in the world. Of course, wood. Okay, this is my table in my workshop. So from the left I show you how many space I have. This is my vise. It's a fantastic Italian brand with high quality. You can see that I can rotate with one finger. It's very good, but I cannot move. Of course, this is my grinding machine.
Okay, so our next one comes from Ohio, Greg, over at My Lil Mule. And a lot of you probably already follow him. He's got some interesting content. Both with some off-roading and machining as well. He's in the process of restoring a Bridgeport, and he's doing a great job documenting it and so forth. And he sent a little note here. He's sent a bunch of extra stickers and asking if I can drop them at the bash, and we will certainly do that. So here's his sticker. Okay, it's My Little Mule. Okay. And he also sent over a few business cards. Okay. So we will get these to the bash. And of course we'll get one on the board here as well. So be sure to check out Greg's channel. As usual, give him thumbs up, subscribe, and so forth. Okay. Let's take a look at a clip from one of his videos, and then we'll come right back and get these stickers up.
Well, now that every part is clean, replacement parts are in hand, I'm ready to start putting this thing back together, seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't show this on the disassembly because the quill housing was still attached to my bench bracket, but once I pulled it off, I removed this worm that is used to engage with a gear on the ram that allows you to tilt the head left and right. Once I cleaned it all up, I can put it back into the housing now.
Europe is that way. So I try to put Europe on this side, although sticker size, shape, and color is also a factor. And then West is over here on this side. So Alberto, we're going to put you here, right next to I'll Be Back from last year's bash. And then Greg, we'll put you over here next to Joe Pye. Okay, well there we go. I went ahead and put one of Greg's business cards up there also with a magnet. Okay, so let's go check out these interesting antique tools. Sorry, I got the air conditioning running in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. This is my only flat surface I have left right now. I got stuff strewn out all over the place. So anyways, friend dropped off these tools, and there's some cool things here. Everything's, you know, fairly old. This is an old Stanley cast iron level. It's a 12-inch, and let's see if there's a model number on it. No model number. Just says 12-inch Stanley, made in USA. It's got the brass vial holders, and all the vials are intact. It needs, you know, a bit of cleanup. And it's cast iron, which is really neat. Okay. I did clean a little bit and stoned this a little bit because I want to take this to the surface plate and check it for flatness. Okay. My thought is potentially scraping this in. I need some projects to practice scraping, so this might be a candidate. Okay, but anyway, that's a really cool level. There's somebody's initials on both sides. Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's really neat. This one is a very odd wrench. I've never seen one like this before. A double-ended, adjustable. I'm calling that like an S style. And it's free. It still works. It's adjustable. I tried to find this. Tried to look it up on the internet, and came up with nothing. Okay. So what I did find is it's got the. I think this is somebody's name. Okay, because nothing came up, and that's stamped in 3 places. So far, all I've been able to get is its patent date is 1868. So I might try to do a little more research on this, but very unusual. I've never seen one like that before. Okay. And then this one's really neat. You know, typical monkey wrench, but it's a really well made. I really like the way this handle is done. You know, it's like a knife style handle, and it's good and solid. You know, it doesn't wiggle at all. Very well made. It's USA, and it's a PS&W company, and the patent date on it is January 14th, 1896. Okay, and I did find quite a few of these when I searched on the internet. It's a fairly common one, but I like it. I think that's a nice one. I'm debating whether I should try to clean this up or not. I don't know if that would devalue it. Let me know what you guys think. Would you clean it up? Would you just leave it the way it is? I think it would be neat to, you know, to get the rust off and maybe put a little bluing on the main frame, and you know, some linseed oil treatment on the handle. But you know, what do you do? I don't know. Okay. And then here's another little tiny monkey wrench. This one's a gem. It's a gem T&L. It's got the little the bat style handle on here that you can unscrew. And I think that's a cast iron handle. Yeah, just a neat little miniature monkey wrench. And then a couple of the old school style pipe wrenches. This one, the spring is broken, the tension spring. It's a Danielson. I'm trying to read the first letter. I'm not sure. It's a Danielson, Jamestown, New York. And then this one is, looks like W. Allworth, but it could be, you know, I just can't see all of it. And then that's a really cool old Craftsman pipe wrench, 14-inch, and it's free, everything works. Cast iron, I'm assuming that's cast iron, almost has to be. The jaw's probably forged, but yeah, that's a cool pipe wrench. And then the last one was this, this is a Pexto set of dividers. I didn't know they made them. I've got an old set of Starretts like this, but they're not the same. So I don't think it's just a rebranded. It's probably something that they made, or maybe another manufacturer that they rebranded. But that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see how this thing hinges. As I noted before, I did stone this and cleaned it a little bit as well. Not bad on that side. Uh-oh. Not so good on this side. Okay. Let's try the other side. Whoops. Okay, that needs a little bit of help. All right. Well, I think this will be a good, you know, practice scraping piece. So it's cast iron, so it should be scrapable. All right, let me know what you guys think. I don't know if I've ever shown this indicator holder or not, but it's one that I picked up, bought from Tom Lipton, and it's a Brown and Sharp heavy duty magnet, and this thing, God, it must weigh at least 10 pounds. It's a beast. And then it's got this double gimbal trunnion assembly here, which is very sturdy for the adjustment. Let me set her down here, okay. And the dial indicator I also got from Tom Lipton at a different purchase. So, and yeah, I got this at the Bash last year, I believe. Okay. So the thing that's really unique, let me get this set up here. And like I say, right now this is the only flat surface I have we can work with in the garage right now. Okay, let's. So what's really cool is it's got a fine adjust, and it's gummy right now. I've got to take this apart, clean it, reassemble. But the adjustment, can you guys see that? Yeah, the adjustment is back here on the back of the main rod. So if I can do this without wiggling all over the place, so you can make your fine adjustment back here, which is really cool. It has a little trouble going back because, you know, it's sticky. So I'm sure there's some kind of a spring in there that'll bring it back, but yeah, it's just a little sticky right now. But yeah, this thing is really neat. Of course, having it on a wood base here is not the most stable, but yeah, you get the idea. But anyways, I thought that was worth showing. That's a really neat stand. I was up there at Horrible Freight, and while I was there, I remembered I needed to replace the hose on my tire filler. I've had this thing for a good 30 years, and I mean, it works okay. It's a Taiwan version. The pop-out pressure gauge, not very accurate, but it's convenient. So I was just going to put another hose on it. So the hose, I forget, it was like $6 or so for a new hose. But you could buy this whole thing for like 12. It's like, okay, should I just get another one? So then I saw they had one of these guys with the digital gauge, you know, same setup but digital, and it came with you know, your quick fill, and it came with a couple of fittings. Came with both style fittings, you know, automotive style industrial style, and you know, the typical Schrader tool. I forget, it was like 20 bucks. So I figured, what the heck, let's try it. So that's what we're gonna do. I was looking at these fittings, and usually when you get these fittings, you know, in these, you know, import kits, they're really low quality. But let me get the camera a little closer here. So this is what I was expecting. These are the typical El Cheapos that you get in these import kits. They're practically just cast. You can see this one, the hole is not even on center, and they're a little rough. I mean, they work though, but yeah, the quality isn't that great. And then here's the real deal here. This is a Milton, and you know, you don't have the burrs on the inside, a little smoother. But let's compare that to the ones that just came in this kit from Harbor Freight. And then these are the Merlin brand. And I'll tell you what, they're not bad. I didn't focus, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it actually looks pretty dang good. So they've definitely improved their quality. You look at the inside of the fitting, smooth, clean, you know, just as good as the Milton, maybe even a little better. Yeah. So, and then here's the automotive style. So this stuff has gotten a lot better. But anyways, let me put this together. I mean, this thing is kind of funky. Yeah, I mean, it may work. I mean, here's you know, the more traditional style. This one's had a lot of miles put on it, but yeah. And then just looking at this guy, I mean, the filler end, yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, let me put this stuff together and we'll test it out. Okay, this may not be easy to film. So I've been doing some scientific testing here. So here's the new Merlin gauge and filler. And then we're going to use this. Okay, we're going to 40 pounds. What I noticed, it'll turn on when you just use the air, the fill button. You don't have to manually turn it on here, which is kind of cool. Okay, so that was 40 pounds. Okay, okay. Here's a 0 to 60 gauge. It's a pretty decent gauge. Let's try this one. Looks like dead on 40. Okay, so that's consistent. Let's check it again with this one. 39.9. Let's take it right back to 40. There we go. All right. Let's try one of these pencil gauges. This is a Milton. So it's a good brand. Ah. There we go. That was a good one. Okay. You see that? 41. Let's do it one more time. That was a good one. Okay. 41. All right. Okay, let's check it again with this one. Okay, we lost a little. Right back to 40. Okay. All right. Now, I always thought this little slime gauge was pretty good. Turn on, let it 0. And let's see what we get with it. $38.5. So I've been doing this many times. This is the worst one of all of them. Okay. So, in conclusion, this thing's pretty good. It seems to be pretty accurate. I mean, it's dead on with this gauge and 1 pound off with this one. So, I mean, I think this is a pretty good quality gauge. It's an oxygen gauge. I'm not going to use it for oxygen ever again, but it's pretty good. And it's a 0 to 60, so we're using it in the, you know, the optimal range of the gauge. So, Anyways, I think that's a pretty good test. Something's going on here.
Yeah, Keith is facing the test pieces that will go in the chuck contest.
Alright, I better put my safety glasses on. Sorry, let me sneak in here also.
Yeah, you got any?
Not for you.
We got the peanut gallery here. Is this a piece of aircraft competition?
All right, there we go.